Hi guys, it's Dana, back with another video, and I'm still working on my faith journal. I'm very close, though, to having it done. I've been working, in our last video we did pockets, and I've been working on journaling cards. I have not sewn my signature in yet, but I did put some fabric ruffles and some lace on the edges of the pages. I'm just kind of getting everything ready. I got pockets. I did take, we did pockets in the last video. For my extra 2 pockets, I just pulled from my book page ephemera and decorated up a vertical pocket and a triple pocket. So I have all the pockets I need, and then I pulled a couple of journaling cards that I felt were good sizes, just to be regular, just to put in there instead of like making them bigger. And then I inked and put toppers on all of the tags that came with the ephemera, so I have those ready to go. And then she had 3 or 4 little envelopes that had little cards to put in them. So I put those together, and I just added some, this one I collaged a little, but then I just added some stickles on the flowers so they're all glittery on the envelopes, and I went ahead and put the cards that were meant to go in them. So those are ready to slip into pockets, so have those ready. And basically what I've done is I took pretty much the rest of the good size images, these, and I covered some book page journaling, you know, the little book pages from my glue book, and I covered some of them, collaged on some of them, just put paper on these couple and backed them and put the images with each one that I wanted to go on there. So that's what I want to do today. It's the last little bit that I wanted to finish up before I sewed the signature in, and then I can glue pockets in and stuff them, and we'll be ready to go. And then there's a couple of small little projects that I want to do for it. I decided for my closure, I want to try and do kind of like traveler's notebook style closure, just because this journal's for me, and I find that super functional. So I want to do kind of like an elastic band. What I haven't figured that quite out yet, but that's the kind of closure I want to do, because that's one that's super functional for me. And so I made last night this little charm that I want to hang from, and this is just a button on a bulb pin with some beads and some fabric. This is a little swatch of fabric that is on one of the page edges, and these are some little charms that I had made out of bottle caps a long time ago and haven't used hardly any of them. And so I made this that I want to kind of dangle from my elastic band that's going to close the journal. So I did that. So I just have that sitting off to the side. So what I'd like to do today is work on these journaling cards. So I collaged and backed my book page, and then I just selected an image that I had left from the images. And because these are on these book pages, and when I fold them, I don't completely glue them together. When I'm done decorating these, I'll put them on my sewing machine and I'll stitch around them to make sure there's no gaps around the edges. So I have quite a few of these, about half a dozen or so, and I want to go ahead and get these ready so that I can finish the journal. So I thought I'd put this pretty girl here in the center, and I was thinking about maybe a verse or something to go on there with her. Maybe even this flower is really pretty, kind of like that, and maybe like a verse or something. Let's see what we have. Okay, that's really pretty. I think I might have to cut it apart because it's kind of big. Boss. My dog is very interested in the trash can today, and he's being naughty. Get over here. Lay down. He lays under my craft desk when I'm doing crafting or a video or no, lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Stop it. He's being ornery today. So let's cut this and see where we can maybe cut it in half. It says my presence will go with you and I will give you rest. So I think my presence will go with you. That's a good spot to kind of clip it. So we can kind of go like this. Maybe if I move this over, and then this one can go underneath. Okay, that's what I think I'll do. Let me just ink those and we can start gluing stuff down. So she needs to kind of go off to the left-hand side. So I hope y'all are doing well today. It's been a rough few days for me. I'm out of my medicine. I'm on a medicine that, hi Grace. Hi. I'm on a medicine that shuts my immune system down. And it kind of helps my psoriatic arthritis. It shuts it down from kind of eating at my joints. And I have to get it from a specialty pharmacy. And so it's shipped to me. And so, okay, she's gonna kind of go over here toward the top. And it's shipped to me. And normally when I just go online to do my refill, and usually they have it to me in like 3 days. And so I went online to do my refill, and they gave me a delivery date of over a week away. So I've spent the last 4 or 5 days being off of it, and of course my pain is just out of control because of it. So it's kind of been a rough few days, but such is life. Okay, I'm going to put that kind of right on the seam line here. That's really pretty. So how are y'all doing? But I told my daughter last night, she said, Mom, I'm sorry you're hurting so bad. And I said, well, I was on my way to my craft table to do some crafting. And I said, well, I don't let it stop me. And she goes, I admire that so much about you, Mom. She's so sweet. Okay, I don't want to get in my stitch line, so I think right about here would be good for that. First part of the verse. Like right here. Okay, let's see how we want to do this last part. Maybe right kind of diagonal like that. I don't want to cover up too much of the flowers, so maybe down here. And then we'll see if we can put something right there in the middle to kind of take up that space that it's going to leave. Like that. I wonder if one of my butterflies would fill that space. Let's see how that would look. Oh yeah, that would be pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Let's do that. Okay. Kind of overlap it with the verses, but I don't want to cover up any words. There we go. You can see everything there. Oh, and that fills that space nicely. Okay. On to the next. That's pretty. Okay. Then you have this one. This one has 1 John 4:13. There's no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear. Okay. All right, I've got these little, I don't have a whole lot of little ephemera pieces left, but we do have this little thing we can put in the corner. And I think what I'm going to do with this one is stitch around the image and then around the edge. And that will give, it might look like a simple journal card, but once the stitching's on there, it'll give it some character. Put it a little bit over to the left here so I can fit this little flower on it. These are going to go pretty quickly because the collage is all done. And that was my intention. You guys have seen me collage a lot. We'll just put that right there. Cute. So I'll stitch around here and then I'll stitch around here. All right. And then maybe when I'm done with all the stitching, maybe I'll come back and put a little bling on it or something. Okay. I think this is going to lend itself to one of my flowers. So let's grab those and find a pretty flower to put on there that matches. We've got some blues and stuff. So how about this one? Oh, that's pretty. Okay, easy peasy. I love my butterflies and flowers. They look so good. It's nice and easy to embellish when you've got some of those little embellishments done ahead of time that you can just choose from. It makes it go really fast. Okay, we'll put her over just a little bit so the flower can go on. And I'll put this on and try and stay. I might stitch a little bit over that leaf, but that's okay. I need to sit, even though I still have a ton of these. I have a whole bunch more of them punched out. I need to sit on the couch and work up that other batch of them. I had fun doing these. It was a great in front of the TV little project. Do we want our leaves kind of going down? I think I like it like this. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay, so we have that one. Okay. Probably, oh, okay. You know what? We have these little hearts from the collection. That would be cute. Let's do that. When the image is almost the size of the journaling card itself, you don't have a whole lot of room to embellish. But for me, there's always room for a little bling or something. So after I've sewn around them, I might go back and do that. See how there's not much room for anything but the stitching? Let's put this little heart on. There we go. Pretty. This one's the same way. This image literally takes up the whole thing. That's really cute though. Maybe if we can find a place for this. Right there. Even though there's a lot of words on this, because it's almost like an advertisement, I think we can add the word abide on there. It'll look cute. Put it like right here. I think maybe I'll make that stand out a little bit just by making some marks around it. There we go. Cute. Okay, this one I might, okay, I think we can probably put a flower on it. Maybe even add a little bit of paper to it. Like right here. Where are my rulers? There they are. Just to kind of break up that print in the background. Yeah, I like that. And we'll find a flower to put there. Okay. Sorry, I'm so quiet today. Just playing. I'm excited to finish this journal. Let's find a pretty flower to put here. Got some blues going on. I do have a blue flower here, but it does have some pink in it. I don't have any pink anywhere in the collection. Oh, here's one that doesn't have any pink on it. Yeah. I feel like we need something here though. Let's do maybe like a, do we have like a strip? I do, I have some daisies. Yeah. Need something right there. Just feels a little bit blank right there. So we'll just add a little decorative paper to fill this space. There we go, that's better. Yeah. Oops. Okay. cute. Love those layered flowers. Oh, that's perfect because there's daisies in the picture here. Okay, one more, and I've got something I need to do with this one. This is the image of the This Book Belongs To that goes with the collection. And I made my own This Book Belongs To tag out of an image that I found in a book that I really liked. So I need to find like a scripture to go across the middle of this. I think I'm gonna probably put like a butterfly or something on here. We need to put some paper down. Oh, this one's pretty. Let's use this one. I need like, is this long enough? Yeah. I'm just gonna tear this. Just so we can have some texture. I think I'll cut it afterwards because it's about just the right length. So I need to find a scripture to run across. I didn't want to not use the image because it's so pretty. So I thought we could just cover up the This Book Belongs To part with one of the scriptures. And that would work just fine. You can always find a way to work with your stuff. Okay, let's line this up. My son got an HBO Max membership, and he logged it in on my TV and set me up with a profile and stuff, and so I've been looking on there for, oh my gosh, there's these flies. Good grief. I've been looking around for stuff to watch, and they have one of my favorite shows of all time on there. It's called The Closer with Kira Sedgwick. Oh my gosh, I love that show. Okay, I'm thinking we'll put a butterfly right here. So I'm gonna set this off to the side, but not a whole lot. The butterflies definitely don't take up as much space as the flowers do. And then we'll find a scripture or a word or something like that to put across the middle. So I'm gonna just offset this just a hair. Okay. Oh, I like this one. We'll use that. That covers it up perfectly. Pray continually. Perfect. Didn't even have to search. It was just right there waiting to be used. I love that. Okay. I'm gonna just run, I think I'm gonna use just my glue stick for this. And it fits absolutely perfectly right across the middle of that image. Oh, I love that. Love it when things work perfect. Okay, let's find a butterfly that we want to use. We've got some blues and this one. It kind of doesn't stand out from the flowers though. I have this kind of like yellowy one. That's pretty. There's this one that kind of matches this little like strawberry. Let's do that. I haven't gotten any pink in this collection, and it's one of my favorite colors. And since there's a little bit on this card, I wanna use it. I'm trying to decide where I want to put it. I think I might put it down here. I think I like it down there. There we go. I'll just have to be careful when I sew so I don't flatten things out. And it's got a little gem to give it a little bit of sparkle. Okay, I'm going to show you these up close. Let's see how much time we have. Okay, we're at 26 minutes. That's not bad. Okay, so I will sew around all of these. So we have this one and this one. These turned out really nice. She's got some really, really nice images in this collection. That one. That one. And that one. Really pretty. Okay. Now, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and just end this video here. Off camera, I'm going to sew in the signature. Actually, you know what? Let's do that on camera because I want to figure out this closure. Grab some elastic. It's just 2mm, I think it is, elastic. And it is, I got this off Amazon. Okay, so I think I want an eyelet as well. Excuse me, dog barking. Let me clear the decks a little bit here. I don't think we'll sew in the signature, but I will try and do this. Let's see how we can, let me grab an eyelet. Let's see. Okay. And I'll be using my Crocodile Big Bite because it's what I have that will reach the middle here. So, let me grab that here. Oh, it's all dusty. I haven't used it in a really long time. Oh, excuse the dust. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is grab my eyelet. I think I'm gonna need the bigger one. Maybe the smaller. I think I'm gonna use the smaller one. Sorry guys, I changed my mind. Let me just grab the same color, just in a smaller one. I think that should work. I don't want the hole to be too big because I don't want the elastic knot to pop out. So hopefully this will work. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is just punch a hole like right in the center, and I'm just gonna eyeball it. Actually, I think I might do it from this side. I can see better. Right there. Okay, and then I'm gonna put my eyelet in. sure I've got the right thing happening here. I'm gonna stand up so I can get some leverage. Oops, sorry if I knocked you. Okay, that did not work very well. And I'm not sure why. Don't know if it's the eyelet. Well, darn. Okay, I think I'm gonna use the bigger eyelet, guys. I'm changing my mind. This is not a tutorial. This is a trial and error. I might need to... No, that looks like the right setting. Okay. Let's try this again. I think I might need to punch a bigger hole. Yep. Need to punch a bigger hole. I'm just going to match up to the one that's already there. Oh, I hope this works. Okay, that time it worked. Didn't totally flatten it down, so let me try that one more time. I've been having the worst time with these eyelets, and I think the eyelets are bad. Okay. Because they won't seem to press down all the way. But that's good enough. Excuse my reach. All right, so my thought is, and I'm really, really hoping this hole's not too big. Okay. So I'm gonna take my, I'm basically gonna take my elastic and I'm gonna tie it in a knot. However, I'm gonna leave it room. Like, you know how fat the journals can become. So I'm thinking like that. Let me cut this off. Okay, so I'm thinking about right about here. I'm just gonna tie a knot. And before I tighten it all the way, I'm gonna thread it through and I'm gonna test it to see how loose it is. So all I did was feed it. Oh yeah, that size hole's gonna be fine. And then I'm gonna wrap this around like this. And yeah, that gives it a lot of room to expand. Like I said, you know how fat my journals get. It may need to be tightened a little bit more, so let's do that. That's why I didn't want to tighten the knot yet. So I'm just gonna pull, I'm gonna pull this apart. There we go. Let's see how that works. Actually, you know what I didn't do was thread my charm on there, so I'm gonna have to take it off anyway. Okay, I do think, let's slip our signature in here. Okay, and that has no embellishment on it yet. Okay, it needs to be tighter. I think what I'm gonna do is just, where are my little scissors? I'm gonna grab my pokey tool and see if I can make this happen here. No, I'm just gonna cut a new piece of elastic. I don't want to mess with it. So I'm just gonna kind of match this. And I'll show you what I wanted to do with the charm. What I wanted to do with the charm was thread this through the buttonholes like this. And like this. I'll show you up close. Because I've got my dangle coming from that bottom hole. So all I did was go up and then down through to the holes that were across from each other. Okay. I think that's how I wanted to do it. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it that way. Because if I do it that way, then I'm not going to be able to poke this part through the eyelet. Okay. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Trying to think through this. I'm going to put my little charm here in the middle. There we go. And I'm going to thread these two pieces through the inside. I'm going to kind of measure. I've got this pulled tight. And then I'm just going to kind of measure the width of the book. And I'm going to put the knot like right here. And if this doesn't work, I'm going to end the video here and I'll figure it out and then I'll tell you guys how I did it. Fumbly fingers. Okay, that's about the edge of the book, right there. I think this should be all right. Now I'm going to pull this through, and there we have it. And that flips around. Oh, that's much better. Much, much better. And then I'll feed this through a little bit because I want it to kind of dangle from the front. Like that. And then I think once we have our signature in, all the pockets, all the ephemera, I'm going to slip this in. Oh yeah, that's much better. And then once the signature is sewn in, scooch this over just a little. Once the signature is sewn in and it's all stuffed with pockets and ephemera, that'll be perfect. And it is going to kind of bunch my material up here at the side a little bit, but okay, so we have the closure on. And when I go to sew the signature in, what I'm going to do is use this existing hole right here as my middle hole to put my needle through. All right. Oh, I love that. That's so cute. So, so cute. Okay, guys, I'm going to end the video here. When we're together next, it'll just be putting everything in it, and we can do a final flip through, and we'll be done with this journal. Okay, well, thanks, guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me and sitting with me while I struggle with that closure, but I'm super happy with how it came out. And if you want to see me how I did this little dangle, just let me know. I'll show you guys how I did it. For right now, I hope you guys have a great day. God bless each and every one of you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.